hear them. These vengeful voices.
Are you ready for Senya? In case you haven't heard of the name Senya, she's a knight and she's an earth element, and she will be available for us to summon pretty soon. But of course, Epic 7 hasn't announced an official date yet. However, there are many of us who are struggling dealing with her as a boss fight in Episode 6. With the right team, she can be killed pretty easily without having the fight to drag on forever due to her ability to generate shield every time when you deliver an attack that misses her. Some of the keys to remember for this particular fight is to bring someone to dispel Senya buff. She relies heavily on buffs such as increases attack, defense, speed, and shield. And so with a character that could dispel her buff, definitely going to win the fight unless your team is way too weak, which I'm sure not gonna happen, right? Her ultimate skill can hurt your team, so be sure to bring a knight with Aurea's artifacts in order to absorb some damage for your team, especially for your damage dealers. For this fight, you actually don't really need a strong damage dealer. As for me, as you can see, I chose a healer, a bruiser, a tank, and a hero to dispel the boss buff. If you have Charo for this fight, it would be perfect because he is pretty tanky as well as able to deal damage and dispelling buff. Approximately, the fight would take about 2 to 5 minutes depending on your team. It should be a straightforward fight. Also, I noticed that many of us love to bring Seaside Bellona along when it comes to story mode because she could AoE damage enemy which speed up the process. However, for this fight, I would not recommend bringing her because Senya is an earth element boss which probably going to crit Seaside Bellona all the time, and plus whenever Seaside Bellona takes damage, the hero at the front row also take partial damage for Seaside Bellona as well, which could be dangerous for your team. And this is the case when your team is not really well geared yet. If you haven't subscribed my channel, consider doing so. Thanks for supporting my channel. See ya in the next video.
Here comes Arky!
Sacred power.